Hello Cancer, thank you for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. This is your Faery Oracle reading for May 2021 or thereabouts. I'm doing this reading for you on the April the 27th, and it's the time of the very intense full moon in Scorpio. It's a super moon also, and this is a very transformational energy. So full moons generally are about cycles completing, but this is particularly deep and right down to a DNA level of transformation. So things coming up, bubbling up, perhaps from the past that just need clearing, really. If you're interested in the moon energy, I have recently published this week's reading for each star sign, dated the 26th of April through to the 2nd of May. So you may find those quite interesting. But in any event, I've pre-shuffled the cards to get your energy into the cards, Cancer. So I'll just do a final shuffle now. And just very quickly to say to the general reading, so it won't resonate or have meaning for all of you. So take what resonates with you and then leave the rest, Cancer. All right, so let's see what the Moonology message is for you at this time. So we have waning moon, and this is saying, what do you need to release? So it's a very pertinent message, isn't it, for you, considering this full moon. So what is it you need to release, Cancer? So I'll just pop that to the back there. And then a final shuffle of the Faery Oracle by Brian Froud. So we have the heart of your reading, a situation and your energy, Cancer. A challenge for you at this time. What's in your power ×2, a possible outcome, and then something else that your guides would like to say to you at this time. And at the bottom of the deck we have Mike the May answer. And this is about keeping a lookout for signs, nudges, things that are trying to get your attention, Cancer. Because it could be very subtle indications about something, very subtle signs and messages about things that are trying to get your attention, but perhaps I don't think they're getting your attention, because as you can see with Mike the May answer, he's very preoccupied with something from the past. So he's very preoccupied about that, and so things that are happening currently that are trying to get his attention are not getting his attention. So, and the message here is that if you're not able to link in with some subtle messages, then they're going to start to shout louder. It's going to become more insistent, whatever these messages are, these nudges are for you. So let's see where this is going. I'll just put that to one side, and then a final shuffle. Could we have some clarifying cards, please, for the cards on the table? Final shuffle here, and let's see where this is going. So I'll just lay these on top for a little bit of clarity and depth, Cancer. Right, at the bottom of the deck this time we have the Singer of Connection. So this is very much about connectivity, things connecting, the dots joining up, if you like. Maybe an inner connection, different aspects of yourself coming together. Or this could be external connections, community connections, friendships. But friendships that are connections that become very adhesive, if you like. Very joined up, people who are perhaps on the same page, and if they weren't, then it's about coming together to become have a shared vision, perhaps, for some of you. And that's interesting, because with Mike the May answer, this is there's the signs and nudges that are happening around that are perhaps wanting to facilitate this connectivity. It can be community connections as well for some of you, that may be quite prevalent at this time. And little messages and indications within the community, perhaps, that need to be taken note of and given some time and attention. But let's see. So I'll just put those to one side. Okay. Right, so at the heart of your reading we have the Master Maker and we have Leaves of the Shadows. The Master Maker, this is about excelling at what you are doing. Not just doing a good job, not just doing the best that you can, but believing in yourself and knowing that you can actually become even better. So it's mastering, being more than just good. It's becoming excellent. So that's the message of the Master Maker, and that's right at the heart of your reading. Right at the heart of your reading. So don't limit yourself, basically. Go for it, you know. Expand. This is about expansion and being even better than what you thought you could be in a certain area. Now, Leaves of the Shadows, as a clarifier, this is when the energies believe that you are at a stage now where you can start to face your shadow side, start to face what it is that's lurking in the shadows, that's wanting attention. And I suppose in a way that's what the May answer could be saying, that there's signs, you know, around you that are starting to give you nudges about facing something from the past, facing a trauma from the past. For some of you it may be about accessing counselling or therapy, or sometimes just chatting with friends and community and family can sometimes help. But I think first of all it's about acknowledging something from the past that's perhaps been difficult, that's perhaps you felt couldn't be faced or resolved. But Leaves of the Shadow saying it can be. It can be, with a bit of care and attention and a little bit of focus. Looking for, you know, how can you join the dots together now? How can you notice what the nudges are that are trying to say to you? Something is trying to speak to you, and it's something to do with a situation from the past, I feel. And it could be that, you know, if this process can be considered or looked at or addressed, then that's going to help you excel and grow into a bigger skin, if you like, and be better than you, and more successful than you thought you could be, or more skilled than you thought you could be. But it's just coming to terms with what's gone, perhaps, in the past, or perhaps just a need to deal with it, you know, to face it and deal with it. It could be something different for all of you, Cancer, whatever this is referring to. So what's in your challenge? Well, in your challenge we've got the Spirit Dancer, and here the Faery Sword. So the Spirit Dancer, this is about being your authentic self, dancing your dance, doing your thing and doing it your way, and celebrating who you are. But for some reason, and for some of you, this is a challenge. This is difficult for you to do. And the clarifiers here of the Faery Sword. And this is about grasping the nettle. This is about being courageous, cutting away, you know. This is very much about cutting away the dark clouds, cutting away that which is no longer serving you now. And taking action, taking positive action. Being courageous, being brave, grasping the sword, ready for going forward, but being yourself at this time, as this new beginning, perhaps this success and victory that you are managing now, or that you are bringing in yourself. the challenge for you, for some of you, Cancer, is going forward in your own authentic way. Excuse me, being yourself, dancing your dance as you grasp this this victorious sword. Okay, so for some reason this is the challenge for you, and I feel it has got something to do with progress, growing into a bigger skin than what you felt you'd got, because something's holding you back from doing that, something preoccupying you, perhaps something that needs to be faced. Although, but the energies are saying you can do this. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink. So what's in your power at this time? Well, we have the Maiden and we have Epona's wild daughter. So the Maiden this is about a new beginning, something new, something in its early stages that's quite vulnerable, as new things are. It's a very childlike energy. It doesn't mean to say you're childlike, Cancer, but this could be talking about your inner child here that needs nurturing and looking after. Because we have Epona's wild daughter, which is about facing something from the past, something that is actually holding you back. So it needs to be faced, it needs to be looked at. And of course that links in with Lease of the Shadows, doesn't it? And the challenge for you of dancing your dance and grasping the sword of victory. So it's within your power now to tap into your inner child, to look at the past. What is it that's happened in the past that needs to now be faced, that's blocking you from going forward fully in the way that you should be? And I feel it's something to do with the signs. The signs. There's something that's trying to tell you something, and you can see you are looking to the past, but I feel there's more to things than meets the eye here. It's something about connectivity, about your connections in some way, whether it's family, friends, community. Okay, right. So what else is in your power? Well, we have the collective of pixies, and we have the death and rebirth energy. So the collective of pixies, this is when everyday chores, so jobs that have to be done, that can't be put off, if you like, because they have to be done. Some jobs we can put off, can't we, for a few days, but there's some things that we have to just do. So this is, chores, jobs, stuff that needs to be done. But it's saying, lighten your energy, put the music on, burn your candles, burn the incense, get the aroma lovely around you in the home or wherever it is you are, and have fun, and perhaps get other people involved as well to lighten the load. Dance, sing, whatever it takes, but just to lighten your energy at this time of chores that are having to be done, jobs that needing to be attended to. Now the clarifier is the Death card, and this is about something that is ended or is ending, and we can see the figure in the shroud here, but is offering this beautiful sphere, and it's a sphere of protection, I feel. But it's this beautiful offering here. So whatever it is that's having to be released, whatever it is that's completed its cycle and it's having to be released and shed, there is an offering coming as a result of that. So something needs to end. Something is ending, it needs to end. But it's going to bring in a beautiful offering. It's going to bring in something quite beautiful. And now that's to clarify for this collective of pixies. So I feel for some of you, whatever this is that needs doing, that needs attending to, I feel it, whatever it is that needs attending to, it's something that needs coming, it's going to come to an end. It's going to come to an end and be released. It's the shedding of something. And it may be you have to get support. You're going to have to get support in this process. Let's see what else is coming. What's a possible outcome for you? Well, we have the Singer of Courage and Penelope Dreamweaver. So the Singer of Courage, this is about being courageous, being brave, being courageous, tapping into your inner strength at this time. And Clarifier is Penelope Dreamweaver. So this is about your dreams. What is it you're dreaming of, wishing for? Weaving, manifesting, bringing your dreams and fantasies perhaps into reality. So this is what I feel you're aiming for. But there's some, you've got to be courageous. There's something, you've got to tap into your inner strength to access your dreams and wishes and wish fulfillment. But there's something, you've got to be courageous first, something you've got to tap into your, and I feel, I mean, I will do a quick summary in a minute, but I feel this is to do with facing the past, facing your fears, facing the past, tapping into your inner child, something that's going to be released, and get support with this process. So this collective of pixies, I feel this is about a process. I feel it's not about everyday activities or chores. I feel this is the process of releasing, of facing the past, facing something from the past, and getting support with that, with doing that, so you can release and put something to bed, if you like, release something. Okay, because the very first card out was saying, what is it you need to release, Cancer? What is it that's holding you back, that's stopping you from going forward and excelling even more, and being your authentic self and successful? Okay. Quite a heavy reading for you, Cancer, for some of you at this time, and it doesn't surprise me because of this. This is what this full moon in Scorpio is now doing for many of us now, bringing these things up to the surface that need dealing with, so that we can go forward with more clarity and renewed sense of ourselves and who we are. Right, now this is something else that your energies want to say to you, Cancer. Well, we have the Glaucona and we have Honesty. The Glaucona, this is about looking beneath something that's being presented to us. This is very much the all that glitters isn't gold energy. So something that's promised, something that's being promised, that's being offered, that looks the real deal. It's about checking and double checking. It's like checking the small print of an agreement, a very important agreement. You need to know what you're signing. Buying a second-hand car, you need to test drive it, even if it looks fantastic and is gleaming and sparkling. You need to test drive it, because you may be buying a bag of nails, you see. So it's that sort of an energy. Something being offered, or something being presented to you that is almost dazzling, but it may not be what it portrays to be, because we've got honesty, you see, and this is about being honest. Perhaps being honest with yourself, for some of you, being honest with yourself about something. That is very desirable, that's being presented as very desirable, that you would like, but is not the real deal. So it's being honest with yourself about that. For others of you, and I have to just say what is coming to my mind now, for others of you, this may be being honest with what you are presenting, what you are offering and what you are presenting in some way, and how you perhaps how you present yourself. Are you putting a layer on yourself that's not quite real? Are you hiding something about yourself? All right, and we all do that. We all grow layers of skin on us, don't we? We all grow layers over time, and perhaps which means that we are hiding who we really are. You know, we feel we can't show the real us to others out there, because we've almost lost touch with who we actually are. And that links in with the challenge for you about being your authentic self, dancing your dance, you know, being who you are, who you're meant to be. So for some of you, I feel it could be saying that as well. That nobody, your people who think a lot of you, don't expect you to present as the glaucona. Okay, it's interesting what this full moon in Scorpio is bringing up. So very, very quickly, yeah, so we have the Master Maker. This is about excelling and being even better than you felt you could be. But there's a need to face your shadows, face something that's in the shadows, but the energies feel it is the right time for you to do that. You can do that, because the challenge for you is being yourself, being able to dance your own dance, and grasp this sword of victory and success for going forward. And yes, and again, tapping into your inner child, the vulnerable part of you, because the light is being shed on something from the past that's holding you back. And it's getting help and support with this journey that can be quite difficult, to release something. There's something needs to be released and transformed, which is very much a Scorpio energy, and but very, very necessary, very important energy. And then, you know, in the outcome, the Singer of Courage, being courageous, you know, seeing how you can tap into your dreams and wishes and manifest that which you want going forward. But it's about, you know, in the first instance, tapping into your courage. And then, yes, and then, of course, the being honest to do with the glaucona in whatever way that means for you, Cancer. So what is it needs to be released? All right, quite a heavy, difficult reading for whoever this is for, Cancer. But these are the processes that you know, we're all facing different challenges at this time. But they're necessary. It's a necessary process that we have to go through. So what else? What else does Cancer need to know? May 2021 or thereabouts. So, great adventure. Take a risk and venture forward. This is about going forward. You're in your boat now and you're on the way. But it's about taking risks, isn't it? As you go off on a new adventure, on a great adventure. and keep going forward. That's what it's saying. Even when you're ascending the mountain, even when the going gets a bit tough, keep going, because you're going to get there. You're going to get there. You know, and life is an adventure, isn't it? Even, you know, with all the ups and downs, twists and turns, it is a great adventure. So it's going with the flow sometimes. Go with the flow, take a risk, venture forward, but keep going forward. Keep going forward, Cancer. You'll get there. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. I hope you've enjoyed the reading, and whoever it was for, that it's given you a little bit of clarity on a situation. But good luck going forward, and I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye-bye for now.